Alright, update on the truck. I've moved the wires around on it. I don't know, people didn't quite understand the last one. I put a new foot pedal in down there. I moved the wires around last night and I took the winding off of them and moved them around. And my nephew, he took the carpet out of it. And the reason he took the carpet out of it, because the boy used to smoke real bad. It was in it. My nephew got a new headliner put in. He got the seats cleaned. He didn't want to smell all that cigarette smoke. They've done all the there. The carpet had where you drop cigarettes down in it and everything. And it was just marked up bad. But so them was took out of there. The A-pillars right there, he took them out when they put this headline in, and I hadn't put them back in yet. But it was having that trouble, so he didn't want to fool with it. He just bought him a new 2022 LT Camaro, LT1 Camaro. But I drove it 60 miles last night and today together, and it ain't doing it. So either moving them wires around there, or either going out here up underneath the hood. I took the cover off the PCM. I grounded it. I took that out of there, and I took the connections off of there and put some dielectric grease in them. Put them back on there. Moved the wires around on them a lot. Moved the wires around over here. Moved the wires around on that control module under here. And I grounded that too. And yes, it has a ground to the back of the motor, and a ground run from that over to the PCM. And then mine will run a ground from the battery over to there. But of course the battery's grounded to the motor, and the motor's grounded to that. So it's that. The voltage is right. That's a new alternator, new battery. He put that in there. That module right there is the one off the Tahoe that was running perfectly fine. So I'll put that on there. That throttle body, it had a new one on it, and this is the one off the Tahoe that was running fine. I'm just switching around parts, see if I find it. But it did it even with that on it. It did it with that module even on it. I went back there at that ground wire over there. I tugged on it, didn't see anything. These wires here, I've somewhat put that sheathing back over top of it, but I went through there and moved them around, and it was a couple of them that was stuck together. Took the mass airflow sensor, took that off of there, so the tape's undone, and moved them wires around, and a couple of them looked like it was kind of stuck together but not run through. I didn't see any bare spots on any of them. And where he had took the carpet out, of course he took these little kick plates off to take that out. It was some wires up underneath there. It was pulled out. I guess he maybe pulled the carpet out and he pulled them wires out, but I put them back where they were supposed to go. I taped the wire to the throttle pedal back up, and like you see, that's a brand new pedal. If you can see the new paint on it. And move these wires right here around a little bit. I got to tape them back up, untaped them, made sure they're there, looked up in that box up in there. I think this wire here hooks up to some LEDs the boy had in up underneath there, but I don't even see any. So I don't know. This thing's got aftermarket radio in it, and it's got speakers back behind us, 10-inch woofers, and a amp. And the amp needs cinching down. He paid a boy to hook up the radio system and everything in it, and the boy didn't cinch the amp down for some reason. It's got the light for the seat belt, it's on, but maybe he didn't hook the wire up down there. I had to go and look at that. Since he took the carpet out of it, he had to take the seats out of it, so it's that. And but it seems to be running good now. And that service airbag is coming from the seat knob hooked up over there. See, ain't anybody even sitting in that seat and that light's on. Of course, when I hook my seat belt on this one goes out. Hook that. I'm gonna try to get that out too. I had to get that out on my truck. See, that one goes away. And that boy put a different dash panel in it, and he says that the miles, when he took this out of the truck, that the miles from the other truck stayed on this one. I don't know. But it's got the cam in it, that truck Morris cam, and if I put another PCM in it, it won't be tuned, it won't be unlocked, nothing on it. And my scanner tool here, it don't show the transmission codes, but it shows the motor codes, and it says the oxygen sensors is locked out, or they're in closed loop. I think it's CL11 code comes up on that for locked out. So a closed loop. So that good oil pressure. I've checked the voltages on it, driving it down the road with a voltage meter hooked up in the lighter there. I mean, that's a direct connection, so that was working. And I've seen some people say that that they've had the uo107 code, and one guy said this was messed up in his, and he unhooked that, and that quit kicking that code. Now this one works, but one of those flapper motors up on there is not working. And the good thing about the Chevrolet, the step motor down there for that flap to blend the air, and the other two are exactly the same thing. What I've looked up, this thing is going to need a heater coil in it. It's a little water getting there in the floorboard, and that may be another reason he took the carpet out, because it was wet over there. I don't know, but that's going to be a job. But it seems to be running fine now. I'm thinking about putting a pod, 2 pods here, putting a temp gauge in it, and maybe something else, a temp gauge for the transmission, since this does have the bigger 4L80 transmission in it. It does need retuning a little bit. The guy that tuned it was just getting into it. It's got a slight bog between, and it's got a Circle D torque converter in it. I keep saying a yank, but it's a Circle D. The torque converter alone was about $1,400. And I'd like to raise the front about 1 inch. I'm gonna get on it when I get up here to the other road, but I'm gonna get on it slow. It's the way it was doing it, and I was thinking maybe it was a solenoid in the transmission. They say that can make it throw that code between gear 2 and 3. If that solenoid sticks a little bit, it could be in that. Now it might do it now, I don't know. Wait for this school bus to come by. I'm gonna roll into it. After it got hot, then I would roll into it like it. I was thinking maybe it was because you know it's a strap of wire. I was thinking maybe in that potentiometer down there and that gas pedal, it was you could kick it and it wouldn't do it that bad, but you could roll into it and it looked like it would hit a bad spot in the potentiometer down there. But that's a new pedal and it was still doing it, but now it seems not to be doing it, thank God. Just to the floor. Stall up to about, I'd say about 3,200 before it starts to spin. I'll show you where it'll stall to. At least I'm gonna try to stall it where it don't spin. into it. That was about up to a 3/4 throttle to about halfway down through that. And then I pushed it all the way to the floor, which I don't think that'd make a lot of difference. But I ain't trying to get on it too hard. I'm just trying to see if it goes back into loop mode. And it don't seem to be doing it now. This here is this is a drag strip where everybody goes. This is just right down the road from my house. Most people race the other way. Every now and again you'll see them, they'll start from right here at the Guilford County line, where it's the Guilford County, Rockingham County line. You'll see them going from that one. Got a car coming up behind me. But I'll lightly get on it again. I'm gonna do it at a little bit of a roll since I got somebody coming up on me. Got that little bar, about 3/4 throttle, that's full. This is it, like I said, if people raced out there, when the black couple lived right over here, there was a house used to be right there. From that driveway right there, up here this stop sign is exactly a 1/4 mile. And that's what he used to race. He had a Cracker Box Nova. From right here, beginning of that line, back out of that was a 1/4 mile. And of course everybody went to 1/8 of a mile now. 660 foot instead of 1320. But it seems to be doing a lot better. That code was really annoying. Baby sister out there in the yard. I got my antenna over still. I need to put it back up today. But I got Hannah's call. It's done slipped the timing chain on it. And I got to do the other call. I got a Cobalt too, and I'm gonna put a timing chain and everything in it before I put the motor back in it. But yeah, here it is. Of course it's turned off. He put like I said, put that stereo in it. I don't really listen to the stereo much, but he put it in there. I got the bass turned down on it. Probably get a strike on YouTube because of that. But yeah, has a new dormant box, and that wasn't a problem. Moving the wires around was the best thing, I guess. I guess it had some wires that was together. Hey, baby sissy. Hey, baby sissy. But yeah, it's got the it's got a little dent there, dent there, dent there, and I want to get the front end wrapped because it's cheaper. It's got a dent here. It was just a boy's farm truck that he changed the transmission in, and then Michael bought it. But I think it said he hit a sign, and he bought, this was the original hood, and he painted over the top of it black because this fender here, that fender there, and I think he put the bumper and everything on it. I need to clean the lenses, and I'd like to get a blue bow tie for that, or maybe red, something. It's faded on top, but it's just an old work truck. It's all right, I got a phone call coming in. I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate the info, but you know, hell, you can't do nothing until you actually do it. But see how the front's lower than the back, but the shackles in the back, I raised that up. But I'd like to raise the front just a little bit and lower the back a little bit. It hadn't been C-notched or nothing, but yeah, I don't know. I might C-notch the damn thing. I don't know. I doubt it though. But all right, y'all have a good day. Later.